Again. Hello everyone. I'm so happy you could join me this morning. I am going to teach you a lesson on printmaking as well as how to draw a landscape. The materials that we will begin to use will be black tempera paint and a few recycled items as well as some stamps, some homemade stamps that I actually made with foam flowers, sponges, some beautiful stamps that I absolutely love, even some plastic leaves or ferns. And this is just another recycled piece that I am using from one of my room fresheners. And I am just going to get started and just show you what I'm going to be doing. Recycled cardboard as well. I made one of my own stamps with a piece of wood and I put some bubble print on top of it. All right, I'm going to use some of my different colored papers. We will begin now. All right, I have different color papers that I'm going to use. I've got red and green and orange and yellow. I am going to start out with showing how the sponge works. I'm going to dab it in some paint and just look at these wonderful designs it gives me. That's fun. As I had told you, this is one of my favorites too. I'm just going to roll some paint on it. If you don't have one of these brayers, it's no big deal. You can use one of your paint brushes to apply the paint. Stamp. And that's the image I got. But I repeated it several times on orange paper, and I like the results of this. Corrugated cardboard as well. I'm going to roll the paint on. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it so you get an idea on what that image looks like. Pull it up. And that gives you some nice lines. All right. And then the bubble wrap. Apply the paint. Obviously, this is going to give you some pretty fun dots. And I'm going to put it on some red paper. And I'm going to show you something here. I was a little heavy on the black paint, which gives me quite a bit of dark colors, and then I continued to stamp, and then the stamp got lighter and lighter, and I like all three. Once you have made all of your different prints, I want you to set them all to the side so they can dry. And now I am going to teach you how to draw a landscape. Feel free to use a pencil. I am going to use a Sharpie marker so you can see it better. All right, I'm going to start up by the sky. Now, I want quite a bit of my blue sky to show, so I'm going to start my horizon about right there. It's not going to be a straight line. There's going to be some curves in it for our landscape. I am going to make some more designs. Let's see. I'm going to follow this down, go up this way, and then I think I'm just going to go down this way. There's no wrong or right way to do this. It's a landscape. When you look outside or when you're in the car driving with your parents, look out your window. You're going to see, when you look outside, you're going to see little hills. You're going to see grass, fields, that kind of thing. So this is kind of what I want you to draw out, all right? Now, once you have drawn out your landscape, I want you to go back and I want you to number each shape, okay? And I'll explain why in a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. After you have numbered all the pieces, I want you to cut them out. All right. After you have cut all of your pieces out and you have numbered all of the shapes, you are going to pick up some of your favorite printed papers. Okay? Once you pick up your favorite printed papers, you are going to use your first shape with the number on it, and you are going to trace around your shape with your pencil. And now you're going to cut that shape out. After you have cut the shape out, I want you to write the number on the back of the printed paper that matches the number on the shape that you just traced onto it. And I want you to repeat these steps until you are all done tracing around all of your shapes. I have done all of that, and these are all my shapes. I also numbered all of my shapes on the back because I want everything to fit together just right. All right, now the next thing you're going to do is get yourself a piece of blue paper. This will represent the sky. That's why I like to use the blue. So it's going to be like putting a puzzle together. You are going to look at number 1, your first shape, and you're going to place it on your paper. And then what you're going to do is you're going to glue the shape down. And my finished results, after gluing them down, turned out like this. All right. Do you notice how things pop out, these shapes pop out more so than the beginning of these shapes? It's because I went all the way around the shapes. I outlined it with my black Sharpie marker, and by doing so, it makes everything pop out, okay? Now, the next thing I would like you to do is to grab some green paper. So what I would like you to do is to cut your green paper to a triangle. You're probably thinking, why a triangle? I'll tell you why, because it's going to turn out to look like this fabulous tree. All right. So you are more than welcome to cut as many as you wish. And I also like to give it a little more texture by just cutting into the paper just a little bit, cutting a little V out, all the way up and all the way back down, so it looks more like a tree, okay? So go ahead and make a few trees. This tree will be my largest tree because it's on the bottom, meaning it's closest to the eye or closest to you. Up high into the mountains, the trees won't be that big because it's far away. So then you're going to make smaller triangles and cut these little shapes into them. And I'm going to put those up here in the mountains. I have prepared a few already. So I am going to add mine to my paper. And if you please, start drawing and cutting out your trees. There are the trees. Now I want you to outline those trees just like I did. And then you can add a few little dashes and dots to the inside of the tree so it gives it more texture. All right. Do you like that so far? I think it's quite nice. All right. Now, the sample that I made yesterday is actually really fun. I even put a duck pond in here and put a few ducks. I added some clouds and the sun, and I just did a few little dashes with my Sharpie marker so it looks like birds are flying in the sky. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your yellow paper and you're just going to cut a circle. And then you're going to take some white paper and you're going to make some clouds. So once you're doing that, I would take the pieces that I made ahead of time and glue them on to my piece. Here are the clouds and obviously the sun. All right, as you can see, they look like clouds. Sure they do, and they look like the sun. But I am going to make them pop by just outlining them with my Sharpie marker. And it's kind of like the letter M. The letter M, M, M. All right. I think that turned out nice. This is a project from today, and this is the one from yesterday. It's got a different feel, but I think you're going to enjoy making this. Use your imagination, walk around your house, find different items in which you can print with. All right, have fun, and thank you for joining me. Goodbye.